Welcome to bracket day. A little different venue here, High Park. Same town, Derby, Kansas. We're facing a familiar opponent, Select Fastpitch Bombing. We've played them twice before. Khaos getting the better of those tilts. So we hope to keep more of the same here as we start this Sunday bracket day on a rapidly heating day here at the fields. Got your microphone? We got two great umpires today. Ones we haven't worked with in a while, but always a great time. Mike and Larry, great gentlemen. Game time starts now. So here we go. Khaos with the higher seed is a home squad. So they will come out, hopefully firing on all cylinders this morning.
How you doing, Coach?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Georgia will take the circle for Khaos.
Are you ready?
Yeah, now I'm ready. Well,
Third time try, right?
I got blood in my shirt.
Behind the dish, we'll have Olivia. At first, Claire. Second base, Bryceland. Shortstop will be Riley. At third base, Bentley. And we'll get that outfield when they come set. So here we go. First batter up. All the pleasantries have been exchanged. Now you're blessed with the pleasant voices of your more than capable tag team broadcast duo, Dane and Aaron. Swung on for strike one from Georgia.
For those of you at home, unfortunately, aren't here to see us, but I assure you, Dane and I look as good as we sound.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably better if possible. We're breaking the mold.
Strike two for Georgia there. Batter's way out in front. This 316 Bauman team was a frequent opponent when we were together as the 29ers this spring. And I think all three of those games probably ended up in a run rule or close to it. So
Yeah, absolutely.
hopefully the Khaos Grey can keep pounding them and follow suit. Yeah. We're here at Derby High Park. The temperature's supposed to get up to about 84 degrees later today. There's not a cloud in the sky.
Swung on for strike three.
That ball
on
was
the
a foot
chaser.
outside and she swung anyway. So Georgia is going to get her first strikeout of the day.
Yeah. That brings
There's
up
kind of a light breeze, so it's definitely going to be warm. Everybody's staying hydrated. Coach Nate's calling the pitches.
we'll get to work on our tan here. That brings up Witt with Sweat on deck. One down, nobody on. Too tall for Georgia. One out. Ball just low and in. The 2-0 pitch from Georgia. Strike one right down Broadway. Out in left field, we'll have Sydney. Straightaway center, Allie. Right field, Sophia. 2-1 from Georgia as she toes the rubber. Too tall, up and away for 3-1. Too tall again for ball 4. And select Fastpitch has a runner on with one down. As Sweat steps up to the plate. Should be followed by Romero. Lots of chatter out there from the Khaos infield. Ball to Bentley. She gathers, can't get a squeeze on it. And no play to be made. So the runner reaches for a single. Now runners at first and second for select. Threatening early here, top of this first inning.
There's a chance for one of our double plays there, but
Absolutely.
still could do it. All the bases are hot.
Romero steps in. Swings and fouls one into the dirt off the fists to go down a strike.
It's a little bit of a difference today because we're on dirt fields, and so that ball is going to react a little bit different.
Absolutely. The bunts may die off as on the dirt. Ball peeled up and out of play for strike 2. Khaos to a player were a little disappointed in their performance yesterday. Each of them feeling that they left a lot on the field there. Ball out to left field, but that's going to be pulled foul out of play. Sydney gives chase, but just runs out of room down that left side.
Great effort by Sid. She covered a lot of ground out there. Just fence got in her way.
This is the second day in a row, Aaron, that they've had pinstripes. Just the reverse of yesterday's. The white uniforms yesterday with gray pinstripes, and today they reverse. 0-2. Ball chop foul again.
It's a pretty sharp look. I love it. Very crisp. I think that gray or the white definitely better on these hot days too.
Absolutely.
Black.
I think these uniforms breathe a little bit too. So 0-2 remains the count. Great battle here by the batter, fighting off pitchers. Away for 1-2. Great discipline by the batter to lay off that one. That was just tailing away from her. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on a changeup for strike 3. A great looking pitch.
That came in at like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
She was done with her swing.
That made me flinch a little bit. Way out in front of that one. It's 2 down now. Runners remain at first and second. 4 select. Ball out to left field. That's got some wheels on it, but it's going to find foul territory.
Sid's going to get really sick of left field if they keep hitting foul balls to the fence out there. She has to go get them.
Great turn on the pitch there by Bauman.
And they do, on our defensive lineman, they do have Sid hugging the line out there in left field. Allie's all the way over in left center field, and Sophia's playing straight up in right field.
The 0-1. Too tall, gets away from Olivia. And runners advance.
Unfortunately, with that advanced runners there, so runners on second and third, we're not going to have our easy double play now. Oh, 2 outs now. Whoops. It's the dirt field. I'm off.
Yeah,
it's just throwing me off.
Ball straight in the air to third base side, but it's going to drift off and catch the top of the dugout over there on the third base side. Strike 2 now. Bauman steps back in.
I love to see that technique as Bentley was chasing that ball. She was using her glove to keep the sun out of her eyes.
Yeah.
That's what they teach you. So good job, Bentley.
Oh, I'm sorry, this is the 1-2. All up the middle for a base hit. That's going to bring in 1 run. That's going to bring in 2 runs. And runner advances on the throw.
So a 2-out, 2-run double puts puts Select ahead 2-0.
Georgia would probably like to have that one back. That was right
Yeah, kind of
laid out over the plate there.
Yeah, good piece of hitting.
Then we go Espinoza for Bauman for Select. Runner at second there. 2 runs already across the board. Ooh, called strike on that one. A little high out in the zone. Strike 1 nonetheless. On deck is Toombs for Select. Swung on, tipped into the mitt for strike 2. Delayed steal there. Georgia throws the third. Wide of Bentley, and the runner will score.
So they did a delayed steal, and then the hurried throw from the pitcher to third went to the fence.
Wake up.
3-0 Select.
Base is empty now for him. Too tall for ball 1. The 1-2. Ball in the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Toombs steps in now for Select. Should be followed by Claire Johnson. 3-0 on the scoreboard. At the top of this first inning. Too tall. Out of the zone for ball 1. You got to talk her up, Sauce. Talk her up here. Talk her up. 1-0. Ball back to Georgia. She gathers. Makes the play to first to retire the side. Ugly start for Khaos there. Not doing themselves any favors. So Khaos comes up with the bats to try to grab some of those runs back. We'll see what they can do in the bottom half, and we'll be right back after this message.
What's up, boy?
Oh yeah, love it.
Hello, Khaos fans. Coach Nate, head coach with Khaos Grey. Give our sponsor, All Metals Recycling, a call for all your material handling needs. With over 50 years of handling experience, they are the premier company in the recycling business. From container service, aluminum, copper, brass, appliance, and even vehicle recycling, the list goes on and on. When you think of metal recycling, think Orange. Visit them at 800 East 21st Street North in Wichita, or call them at 316-262-1475 and let them show you what they can do for you. Thank you, All Metals Recycling, and go Khaos.
To the bottom of the first, we trudge. Khaos chasing those 3 runs. We'll lead things off with Allie. Sam Howard on deck. Here we go. Strike one. Catch that outside corner. Oh, 1 to Allie. Ball through the legs of the pitcher, and Allie will reach with the leadoff single.
Had that one time perfect, right between the pitcher's legs.
That brings up Sam, looking to move her over, or better. Should be followed by Georgia. With Sophia in the hole. Sam goes over to Coach Nate to get a clarification on the call there. Get on the same page. Sam steps in now. Runner at first. And peels when foul out of play. 0-1 is the count to her now. Pulls one down third base line. That's foul. Oh, 2 now as Sam steps back in. Two with Allie at first, no outs. Allie goes on the pitch. Ball gets away from the catcher. On the ball in the dirt. 1-2 now. Allie now at second.
It's a big play there. Stops the force out at second. Makes it likely to score on a hit to the outfield now with Allie on second.
The 1-2. Ball to third. Third scoops. Makes it though across the diamond. And they'll get Sam at first on the fielder's choice.
That's a nice play by the third baseman. It's a hard one-hopper.
Yeah, great looking play.
But with Allie's speed to throw all the way across the diamond, plenty of time for her to get to third.
They'll bring up Georgia. With Sophia on deck. First run for Khaos, 60 feet away, looking to scratch and claw themselves back into this one. Trailing on the board 0-3. Ball low and in. For ball 1. Minimal chatter from the Khaos dugout. Georgia pulls one foul. Down third base line. There's quite a big ridge over there where the dirt meets the grass down that left and right field lines there. So those fielders have to be careful if they're running after one.
Well, and also just on the lip from the infield to the outfield.
Cracks one out to left field. Left fielder, it gets over her head. And Georgia's rounds first. And she'll come scooting in comfortably for a double and a run will score for Khaos. I don't know if that left fielder had a good beat on that ball because it was right in the line with the sun there where she was standing. So Georgia's fortunate to get a double on that one.
I think if she had read it perfectly, she probably could have got there, but it's a pretty big outfield with the fences at 230.
Yeah. Sophia steps in now with Bentley on deck. Georgia at second. Ball to third. Third makes another play. Pulls her first base off the bag, but she's able to tag Sophia on the way by. 2 down. That brings up Bentley with 2 down. Courtesy for Georgia at third. Sophia will come out and take the running duties. Bentley steps in now. Runner at third, 2 down. 3-1's now the score on the board. Bentley turns on one and pulls it foul.
Hey, that's not your pitch. That's the only path for that pitch. Wait for yours.
Riley on deck. 0-1 to Bentley. Ball too far in for 1-1.
Through 3 games so far, Bentley's already got 4 hits. She's tied for the team lead in hits with 4.
Hopefully she can bring one out here and get that second run in for Khaos. Out in front of one. Pulls it foul. 1-2 now to Bentley. Bentley crocks one out to left field, but that's going to pull foul out of play. One, 2 remains the count to her. 2 down.
There's not a tremendous amount of velocity with this
No.
pitcher, and so all those inside pitches we just
The twist foul there.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just go foul because we're out in front.
You have to be really patient if you want to push something down that third base or first base line. That'll do. Base hit. That'll be extra bases for Bentley. She grounds second, and she'll try for third. She'll slide in for a triple, and a run scores for Khaos.
Once those balls hit fair territory, if they scoop foul into foul territory at all with that lip, like you were saying,
Yeah.
they're going to roll to the corner.
Yeah, there's plenty of room on that.
So
Foul territory down the lines here at High Park. That brings up Riley, runner at third, tying run at third. Riley peels one foul.
Got this, man.
0-1's count to her with Claire on deck. And Sydney in the hole. Too tall for 1-1. Hey, snap, don't leap. 1-1 to Riley. She steps back in. Ball off the end of the bat. Oh, it dies in the dirt. That's one of the things that you talk about, Aaron, with the difference between turf and dirt. There's no bounce off that dirt. And Riley's able to reach on an infield hit, and a run scores to knot things up at 3s.
Riley was all the way to the ground by the time they actually got the ball picked up out at shortstop with
Yeah.
a spin on it.
Like I say, that was the Janet Lee
It was.
billiard shot, which puts some masse on it with some wicked spin. So we're all level now at 3. In the bottom of the first here, we're 2 down. Khaos putting together a 2-out rally.
Stay level to her. Stay level to her.
Claire steps in with Sydney on deck. Ball gets away behind Claire.
It's okay, not your pitch.
And Riley takes second on the play. Unless you want to get the backhand.
That's right.
Spin the opposite direction. 1-0 as Claire steps back in. Shows bunt. Oh, catches her on the hip. Always comes back to form for Claire getting hit by the pitch there.
Yeah, when you're squared to bunt, you can't get out of the way. So Sid's coming up. 2 runners on base.
You got to be patient, Sid. Be patient here. Know your situation. Be patient.
She's swinging a hot bat. She's got several good hits on this early season so far.
Sydney belts one to left center field, and that'll go in for a base hit. That'll score.
Here comes
A-run,
Claire.
and Claire's going to come in, and she's going to test it, and she'll come in for a score. 2-out double for Sydney, and 2-run score. Claire's showing those wheels.
She's a little faster. She's been exercising, working out.
There you go.
Definitely picked up some speed. Well, it's now 5-3. If we were playing C-ball, they would have called it right there, and
There you go.
the 5-run rule.
That brings up hot sauce. 2 down. Looks at the ball too tall. (1-0) as Olivia steps back in with Miralette to follow. Ball up to short. Short drifts back. Oh, sun gets in her eyes at the very last minute. Sydney's trying for home, and she'll make it on the miscue there.
That's quite an error there by the shortstop, but we'll take it.
Yeah, I think that sun at that last minute looked like she blinked a little bit. She lost sight of it. She's rubbing her eyes out there.
And I think probably we need to drop step on that and take 2 or 3 hard steps back instead of just the straight back pedal.
Right you are. We'll get a courtesy runner for the catcher in the form of Sydney. Get a timeout by Skipper. We may get a pitching change here.
I think
Calling on his
Claire's been
infield.
hit once every single tournament this year.
Yeah, that's true. I think she's a magnet there. I don't.
Keep the streak alive.
Maybe it's one of those things where they just don't like her look.
That's right.
Like my face, it brings out a lot of anger, aggression in people. So I can relate. Maybe it's because of my charm or my dashing good looks. I don't know what it is.
It could be either, or a combination of both.
But yeah. I haven't really put my finger on it, but I'm willing to entertain all perspectives. Marilette steps in now with Bryceland on deck. Sydney at second as a courtesy runner for Olivia. Ball away for 1-0. Khaos answering so far and giving Georgia a little bit of room to work here in this game. 6-3, they've doubled up. Select looking for more here. The 1-0. Marilette puts it out to left field. That's going to drop in front of the left fielder. It's going to get past her on the spin. And Marilette will go to second.
The left fielder let the ball land 2 inches in front of her toes.
That'll bring up Bryceland with Allie to follow. Back to the top of the lineup.
Hey, be patient, but aggressive here.
We're at our 11th hitter of the inning. We've now batted around with Allie on deck.
Marilette on second. Great job of the catcher keeping that ball that's in the dirt in front of her.
Yeah, they've got a good catcher. She's great on defense, has a strong arm.
(1-0) as Bryceland steps back in. Just away, says the umpire. 2-0. Just to the north of us, we got a big mulch pile. A bunch of kids running on it. Playtime there, keeping them busy. The 2-0. Too tall for 3-0. Ball gets away out of the catcher's mitt. Marilette goes to third.
That's a nice base running by Marilette. She had a big lead, and then the instant she saw that ball pop out, she was going.
Bryson up in the count, 3-0. Oh, 4. Probably one of the better eyes on the team. She drew about 4 walks yesterday, I believe it was.
Yeah, she's got 4 or 5 walks in a row now.
That'll bring up Allie with the top of the lineup. 7-3 is the count on the big board. Strike 1, curveball. Catch that outside corner.
It was the very outside corner.
No balls in a strike to Allie. Bryce on second. She took advantage of the pitch. Allie check swings one out of play to the left side.
Now, with the count being 0-2, she'll definitely be looking for anything close. Got to protect.
Two RBIs set up for if she can find a gap out there. Staying alive. 0-2. Just getting a small piece of that. (0-2) remains a count to Allie. Bryce on second, Marilette on third. All the way. Ball 1. Sam on deck here. As Khaos looks to further distance himself in this opening bracket game of the Hawaiian Hit Fest. Thank everybody out there for joining us thus far. The 1-2. Low and away for 2-2. Count evens up. 2-2. Pitcher checks her wristband. Takes a deep breath, steps back in, rocks, fires. Ball 3, ball gets away. Marilette's trying to go home, and they're going to get her at home.
So Allie will be leading off next inning after score 7-3 now. 7-3 Khaos after 1. Allie will be leading off next inning, followed by Sam and then Georgia. Georgia's heading back out to the pitcher circle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Comes Sauce, be back behind the dish again.
Yeah, trying to stay cool. So here we go, top of 2. Like I said, Khaos gave Georgia a little bit of a cushion. So we'll see what Khaos's defense does with it. And with that, we'll be right back to start the top of this second inning after this message.
Hello, this is Riley, number 6 with Khaos Grey. If you're in the market for residential or commercial concrete, give our amazing sponsor, Ando Ready Mix, a call. With more than 40 years experience, they'll be ready when you are and are sure to exceed all of your expectations. Always punctual and professional. Give them a call for residential projects at 316-640-8750. And for commercial projects, it's 316-830-0116. Thank you, Ando Ready Mix, for your support. Go Khaos.
A change in the defense here. Out in left field, Sid will take a break. Sam will step in. And out in right field, Sophia, she'll get a rest here. And Marilette will take the honors. So here we go. Top of 2, leading things off for select will be Claire Johnson. Should be followed by Grizzard. Then we'll go back to the top of the lineup, Douglas in the hole. So here we go. Too tall for ball 1. One ball, no strikes from Georgia. Too tall again for 2-0. Ball out to left field. Sam settles under. Makes the grab on the long fly ball for 1 down.
She took about 3 smooth steps forward and to the right, got right under it, fought the sun off nicely.
The cha-cha slide out there. Slide to the right. That brings up Grizzard with 1 down. Ball too far in. One 0. Ball back up the middle. Georgia can't quite get her glove to it. Diving attempt by Bryceland. She can't grab it, and it'll sneak through the infield for a base hit. Runner at first. In the top of the second. Top of the lineup here for Select. Douglas steps in with Wick on board or on deck. Strike 1. Catches outside corner. And a great looking pitch from Georgia. Should have brought my umbrella hat.
That would have looked good.
Yeah. That's the deal with the conventional umbrella here. Swung out in front of the changeup. For strike 2. Oh, 2 now to Douglas. Ball in the air towards third. Bentley drifts back in foul territory and makes the grab for 2 down.
Nice play by Bentley in the sun like that.
Yeah.
Making it look easy.
She was staring directly in the sun. She must have some predator vision glasses over there where she can change the different signatures on how she sees. Made that one look easy. So 2 down. Strike 1 right down the middle. Oh, 1. It's a count to the batter. Runner remains at first for Select. Check swing, fouled off. For strike 2. Oh, 2 now. Too tall. Georgia couldn't quite get her to chase one out of the zone there. The winner of this game, Aaron, faces a great Lady Crushers team that awaits after they had their bye this morning.
Yeah, they did a good job in pool play.
2-2. Peeled foul. Staying alive is the batter. Witt. Or White Witt. Not sure how to pronounce that name. But 2-2 nonetheless. With Sweat on deck. Just tall. And 3-2.
Lady Crusher's team went 2-1 in pool play. And their pool got 2 first-round buys, so they also finished second in their pool. They've had a great weekend so far.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball straight up to Olivia. It finds its way out of play. Count remains 3-2.
Strike three, catches that inside corner. Great looking pitch from Georgia.
So Chaos has clearly settled down after that rocky top half of the first. Going into the bottom of the second. Score 7-3 Chaos.
That was a great looking. Had a little bit of a wrinkle
Yeah.
to that pitch from Georgia. Came swinging back in over that inside corner, catching her looking. So great job by Chaos.
Umpire called her out with authority.
Yeah, Larry has a great punch out there. So nothing doing for Select. Count remains 7-3 in favor of Chaos. So we'll be right back for the bottom of the second after this message.
Hi, this is Allie, number 20 for Khaos Grey. We'd like to mention Fisher Lumber, with locations in Wichita, Andale, Kingman, and Garden Plain. They've been providing high-quality lumber and custom building projects since 1955. Check out their showroom at 4800 West Kellogg in Wichita. They are the one-stop shop for all of your building and remodeling needs. Thank you, Fisher Lumber, for your support. Go Chaos!
Bottom of two. Lead things off at the top of the order for Chaos. Allie was unable to finish her previous at-bat due to the put out at home of Marilette. So here we go. Chaos looking to replicate that first inning. And we're set to go. Ball in the 5-6 hole, gets through for a base hit from Allie.
I don't know what that shortstop's doing. It's been a rough week, but rough 2 innings so far.
Cut her leaning towards second base there. That brings up Sam. And she'll go to the same place.
Another 5-6 hole. Now we got runners on first and second. Georgia coming up. Sophia's on deck.
I can't say it enough how confident these 8th graders on this Chaos team are after that spring session with the 29ers. They're just timing everything out and adjusting on the fly better than anybody. Georgia puts him to the left side. That's going to find its way fair. And Allie was halfway, and she's able to scoot over to third on the short fly ball that falls in for a base hit.
That girl extraordinaire, Clara. So Sopka's going to come up with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Sophia looks at the ball, low and in. Ball gets away, but not far enough for Allie.
Whoa!
She stays put.
The trick play where the catcher flips it to the first baseman. Not covering home.
It's 2-0 to Sophia. Ball gets away again. 3-0. Three balls, no strikes to Sophia. She'll take a peek at one here. She will not. Oh, catches Larry on the catches the umpire on the S on his chest. 3-1.
Still a pretty good hitter's count here. Let's see what Soph can do with this.
The 3-1 to Sophia. Cracks one out to left field. That ball's got legs. And it bounces to the fence. That'll score at least 3 runs. And Sophia will come hustling in for a triple.
Bases clearing, stand-up triple. Now 10-3, Chaos. What about 220, 225 in the air?
Oh, did-
Hit right on that pad.
we may get a change in the circle here. Bentley is set to hit once we resume. There's a 10-3 on the scoreboard thus far. We'll stay with Toombs in the circle. No outs. Sophia at third. Here we go. Puts him to third. Third looks Sophia back. Oh, puts it in the dirt. A great scoop by first to get Bentley in time. But an RBI on the fielder's choice from Bentley. Scores the 11th run for Chaos. And that'll bring up Riley with Claire on deck. Riley lays the bunt down. Third gathers. She makes a throw in time at first. 2 down. Ball had a little bit too much roll on it there.
Yeah, dirt didn't kill it.
Should have walked out there and put a little tuft of dirt up so it'd just be a blockade. If you're going to bend the rules, you got to learn how to bend them.
That's right.
Claire steps in with 2 down. Sydney on deck. Claire puts it over the shortstop's head, just into left center, and she'll reach for a base hit. Patience said, patience again.
Hung one on the inside corner. Claire punches it out in the shallow left field over the shortstop's head. Her 5th hit on the season. Her and Bentley are tied for the team lead in hits so far
Yeah.
with 5. What was it that Sid did last time up? I think she cleared the bases.
Clear base with a double
Yeah, a couple more RBIs.
out to left center. Discussion, we're not so sure what that discussion would be about.
I wonder if Nate's trying to work out a trade where they get our first base coach and we get one of their umbrellas.
Yeah. A worthy trade.
Yeah, I think so.
Preferably not the umbrella with the.
Bauman coach doesn't look like he's going for it though.
Yeah, he said, I like my
He
umbrellas.
thinks wisely and keeps the umbrella.
Yeah. In steps to hit with 2 down. Claire at first. Ball too far in.
What do they call it? What we trade the first base coach for a player to be named later.
Yeah.
An umbrella and a player to be
An
named
accessory
later.
to be named later.
That's right.
Could get a couple hand warmers.
Check out Timu after the game. See if we can agree on something.
Oh, ball gets over the second base head. I think that sun got in her eyes too. She was looking up and the ball kept carrying a little bit for Sid. Playing in the sun.
Olivia had a couple big hits to right field yesterday.
That's an
Hard
old
line drives.
play in the sun like that's an old Kiowa trick.
It is. I bet it is.
Runners at first and second. Olivia peels one foul. No balls and a strike to Olivia. There's another one foul.
These pitches are kind of high strikes, and she's just swinging under them. Timing looks great. The ball's going straight back into the screen.
Turn those hips. 0-2. Sydney at first. Claire at second. Ball gets under third base glove on a hot shot. Sid's coming around. She'll try to score from first, and she'll score. And a double for Olivia.
A 2 RBI double for Olivia. Claire and Sydney high-fiving. Marilette steps in. She had a great hit last time up as well.
Sydney, a courtesy run for Olivia there. As Marilette looks to bring Sydney around again.
So if we can hold on for a victory here, we'll have a 1-game break after this before we play again.
Again, we'll be against the
Lady Crushers.
Lady Crushers.
That'll be the quarterfinals, that next game.
That promises to be a great tilt. Too tall. So look for that around the 2 p.m. hour. Your unflappable duo will be on the broadcast again. Marilette puts on the left side. Shortstop deals with it and puts her away for 3 outs. The Khaos throws 6 up on the board and lead by a hefty 13-3 margin as they come back out for the 3rd inning. Back to work for Georgia and the crew. I think I hear some Journey in the distance. We'll have to overdo that with a message from our sponsor.
Hello fans, this is Bryson, #1 for Khaos Grey. If financial stability is what you're looking for, look no further than Goff Financial Group at 740 West 2nd Street in Wichita. Tell them your vision and they'll make it a reality. From investments to retirement, they do it all. Give them a call at 316-683-8400 and set yourself up for a bright future. Tell them that Khaos sent you. Thank you, Goff Financial. Go Khaos!
So here we go. Top of 3. Select chasing 10 runs. They're going to close the gap here. Claw their way back into this game. Georgia goes back to work. The ball gets to Benny at short. She dusts it off. Makes the play just in time to get the speedy runner at first for 1 down.
6-4 put out. Or 6-3, excuse me. 6-3 put out.
It's a great job by Georgia to leave that ball alone, as she would have been in an awkward position to try to make that play. Letting her shortstop take it. Ball low out of the zone. Circle ball 1 to Romero. Ball up. Georgia's trying to get there. Nobody can get there on the foul ball. Riley, Georgia, and Olivia give great chase to it, but falls harmlessly foul for 1-1. Up and away. Floats the pitch for 2-1. Base is empty now. Up and in. 3-1. Hitters count. Ball 4. Great eye by the batter there. Romero stares down ball 4 and takes a free base as Ballman steps in. Looking to drive her around and get herself on base. 1 down, runner at first. Cracks one to Bentley. Oh, she can't glove it. But there, she's able to go on a fielder's choice to second and gets her by just maybe a quarter step at second for 2 down.
Nice job by Bentley. Had to take it on that line drive. It was tailing away from her.
Yeah.
Diving down. Got her glove on it. Couldn't quite hold on to it, but picked it up quickly, and Bryson covering second.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Also, great job by Bryce not giving up on it, thinking that Bentley did have it. She just kept going to her assignment. Strike 1 on an outside corner to Espinoza. No balls in a strike. Strike 2, catches the outside corner.
Olivia fires it down.
And delayed steal by the runner.
Got delayed steal there.
Oh, 2 is the count. Ball back to Georgia. She gathers. Makes a play. Bentley was coming up to make the play, and her and the runner collided. But they get the play at first from Georgia. We'll see how this pans out. I think the play will stand. That play was out of the way of what was the put out there. So 3 outs. No ill intent there. So nothing doing for Bauman.
I think there's no excuse for a runner to approach, whether the initial collision was innocent or not.
Yeah.
Once it was over, the opposing player made several steps towards Bentley, pretty aggressive, and there's no excuse for that.
Coach Nate was not a fan of that reaction, so they're going to call the 2 that were involved in it back out. I'm not sure what the discussion would be, if there would be I wouldn't think there would be an obstruction kind of call there on either case. because the play was well in front of that issue that happened. So they're explaining it to Coach Jen, who's on the game changer there. The out will stand, it looks like. But as to the residual of that play is yet to be determined. As a nice little breeze kicks up on us. Umpire Mike is explaining to the head coaches here.
It's kind of one of those things. It's so rare for a player to act that way that the umps aren't looking for it.
Yeah.
Nobody is. Nobody expects there to be a collision and then for somebody to start a fight.
Yeah.
So it's easy to miss that. We all kind of saw what happened.
Yeah, I barely cut out of the corner of my eye. And I think there's one girl trying to go to third, and Bentley thought she was going to have to make a play on it.
Yes, that was
We're going to have a disqualification of number 15 for the aggression towards Bentley there. Is what it's sounding to these two ears like. I think that's where we heard Aaron, wasn't it?
Yep.
Number 15 will be ejected from the game. So we'll press on, that notwithstanding. And that'll bring up Bryce to start off the bottom half of the third. And she looks at a strike.
The irony of it is that number 15 is very lucky that Bentley backed away. It would have been an MMA-style knockdown had Bentley engaged.
Just up and away for 1-1. Those kind of pitches right there are very close. It's hard to lay off of those, but Bryce took the ball 1-1. Ball in the 3-4 hole.
And Bryson gets a hit because they finally threw her a strike for the first time in the last 2 days. Maybe that's why they were walking her the previous 5 at-bats.
Kind of like the 90s and when Barry Bonds was playing.
Yeah.
You know, he'd maybe get 2 pitches in a 3-game series to hit. And he would do things like that with them, just calmly get on base or hit it out of the park. That brings up Allie. Ball low. Bryce goes on the play. She'll make it
stole
second.
that easily. And the run rule is 15 after 3, I believe. So if we can put up
another 5 spot.
Another 5 spot, then it'll be a walk-off since we're the home team, but we're a long way from that, so we'll see.
I had a buddy named 5 Spot one time. Allie puts one into the 3-4 hole herself, and that's going to bring Bryceland around, and she'll score on that base hit. Allie will be content. She makes half a decision twice to go to second, but she stays put at first.
Coach Jill slapping her on the helmet.
I have expected Coach Jill to come bouncing off the fence there and just drop kick her to second.
I think if the fences were about 2 feet closer to the fair territory, she might have climbed up on top and just gone off, done an elbow. Maybe a knee drop.
Yeah. Had her fall and do the Ted DiBiase knuckle punch.
A little too much foul territory even for an angel like Jill to make that trip.
Yeah. 0-1 on a foul ball by Sam.
Oh,
Sam
wow.
puts him in the left center fielder just out of her reach as she made a great play on it. And Allie will round second. She'll head round to third. And she'll come all the way around from first to score on the triple from Sam.
Stand up triple. Well, Sam just ruined that for everybody. Just ended the game.
12 after
Maybe it was
3.
time. I'm not sure.
It's beyond time. And so Khaos takes their opening bracket play game in run roll fashion. 15-3 on the scoreboard, and they look to a 2 o'clock tilt against the Lady Crushers. We hope everybody will get their work done today and get their lunch eaten and join us again at the 2 o'clock hour, where we'll do our utmost to take that victory as well. So from Derby High Park on this first bracket play game, Aaron, we'll say goodbye to everybody.
Off to a good start.
Off to a great
Let's get
start.
a few more today.
Yeah. So with that, we'll say goodbye and see you at 2 o'clock from High Park. Say see you later. And as always, go Khaos.